Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Abby. Today I'm going to be doing this brown smoky eye look with the Jaclyn Hill palette again. Right now, this is my favorite go-to palette that I'm loving, and I'm going to try to do as many tutorials out of this as I can because right now this is my favorite. I've been playing around with it for quite some time now, for a couple of weeks. I actually had an incident with this because when I first received mine, it came broken. Like it was really like split in half, like bent like this. And I was really bummed because I couldn't use most of it. I mean, a lot of it was still intact. It was really broken, and one of the shadows was cracked and messed up. But I reached out to Morphe. They were really kind enough to send me a brand new one. So I love that about them, that they were really willing to go out of their way to, fix the issue. And, but yeah, I mean, I got a new one. So I've been playing around with it for a little bit, and I've been doing quite a bit of looks with it recently. And, yeah, I actually did this brown smoky eye with it, and I know it's typical. You could probably do this with any palette that you have at home, just because browns are usually a big hit with palettes. And I love all the variety that it has in here of browns and copper tones and just warm colors. It is just such a beautiful, well-made palette that I'm just loving it, and it's my favorite. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, then keep on watching. Okay, first off, I'm going to go ahead and go in with this color Silk Cream in the palette. I'm going to use my Morphe E13 brush just to kind of blend that in and lay a foundation down so that my eyeshadows can blend out seamlessly. Next, I'm going to go in with this orangey color called Butter. It's a nice little in-between, not so harsh orange color, but I love it to put into the crease and set that for all my other neutral colors to go right on top. Next, I'm going to go in with the one right next to it, and it's called Pooter. Funny name. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put that into my crease as well and start kind of building up some definition little by little with the colors here. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of focus on the outer corner a little bit more, but also take whatever's left and just put it into the crease. Next, I'm going in with Buns, and this is a nice little brownish color. As you can see, it's starting to build up on my eye crease there, and I'm starting to build it up more, a little darker and darker as I go. You don't want to go in too harsh with these colors, like I said previously before, because they are so pigmented. You don't want to have this big old blotch of color, and then it's not going to be able to blend out as well as you would want it to. And then I'm going to go right under it with Chip, and that is the darker color, and I'm going to take that right all the way onto my lid with this packing brush. Um, it's a good color to go ahead and start building the browns on the lid. I like this one because it is nice. Next, we're going right next to it with Mocha. Excuse me. And we're going to go ahead and build that right on top. It's a little bit lighter than Chip, but we also want to keep on building a little bit more definition on our lid as well to get that nice smoked out look. Then we're going to go in down on the bottom to Central Park, and that is going to be my final color that I'm going to be putting on the lid to build up that dark brown smoky eye. And all the while I've been using the same packing brush to pack it all in, because you get the most color and the most payoff whenever you use a nice little packing brush like this. Then I'm going to go back in with Roxanne. That one's a nice little orangey color, kind of like butter, but it's going to bring back some life to the top of my lid, so I'm going to go ahead and take just a very little bit of it and run it across my crease to brush off any harsh edges. And now I'm just wiping away all the excess with a wipey and taking off all that. We really don't have too much fallout, but you also do want a clean slate and want to cut that eye look. And I went ahead and did my eyeliner off of camera as well because it does take me a little while. Still not great at it, but now I'm going in with the LA Girl color corrector in the orange. And I like to put this under my eyes just because you can see like a lot of my red little veins and stuff like that, and this helps eliminate all of that. And now I'm going to go in with my LA Girl concealer, and I'm actually not sure what color this exactly is, but I will leave it down in the description box below. But I go ahead and just run that right over what the color corrector I just did. Now I'm going in with my foundation, and I'm going ahead and blotching this all over so that way I can get the fullest coverage that I need to build it up with my beauty blender. And I'm just putting a little bit here and there just to go ahead and blend it out with my beauty blender. And you want to go ahead and just keep patting that in, bouncing it back and forth to get the best coverage on your face. And now I'm going in with my concealer from NARS. This is in medium ginger. And I'm going to go ahead and bounce that off with my beauty blender as well and blend that out. Now I'm going to go and take my, excuse me, my Airspun loose translucent powder, and I'm going to go ahead and just set my under eye with this as I want to go ahead and get like the full coverage that I need around my eye and my nose and my temple area, just because I tend to get really oily and I want to get that extra coverage that I need to hold it throughout the day. Now I'm going in with one of my Morphe brushes. I'm pretty sure this is the G8. I'll list it down below, but I like to take this brush because it's a nice pointed brush and it goes in well to put my contour on my face. And I'm taking my Hoola Benefit, like always, and just carving out my contour on my face. And now I'm just trying to brush off all the excess that I had from baking my face earlier under my eyes. And now I'm going to go ahead and carve out my nose and contour that, because I've barely just started recently doing this a lot more just because I'm not such a fan of my nose. I did get my dad's nose in this sense, but I think it looks a little better whenever I do contour it, and it makes it look just a little bit more pointy and defined. And now I'm going to go back in with that color butter and pooter. I kind of mix those two together, and I'm going to go ahead and smoke out my under eye just a bit and connect it with the outer corner of my top shadow just to make it look just a little better. And I really can't tell you what brand this eyeliner is because everything really has just rubbed off. But I'm using any black eyeliner. You could use any black eyeliner you want or you choose to your liking. And just smoke it out under your waterline. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and smoke it out with a brush just to kind of bring some more depth into my eye. And like I said, just take any little packing brush. This one I believe is by e.l.f. It's a little smudge brush, and just smoke out the black from the waterline. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this Tarte Blush. I actually got this, it's a smaller version of it, but I got this as a free gift from Sephora for my birthday, so I'm actually really loving it. I love the little nice little pink that it adds to your cheeks, and not sure of the name right now, but I will link all that down below, like I said before. So yeah, just go ahead and take any blush brush. I'm taking one from my Rose Gold collection from Morphe, so I'm really not sure exactly what kind of brush it is, but it has a nice little angle to it, so I kind of like to use those for my blush. Now I'm going to go in with the 143 from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerriero palette, the highlighting palette. I really love this palette. I love to, if I were me, I would love to wear one of these every day. But I'm going to go in, since I'm going with a smoky brown eye, I'm going to go in with a darker color from the palette and just highlight my cheeks so that way we don't go too heavy or too crazy with it. And now I'm going to go in with my finger, not so much that brush, to just highlight the tip of my nose and up and down the bridge of it. Just because if you use that kind of brush to go ahead and highlight your nose, it'll be everywhere and you won't get that nice little touch of highlight that you want. And I went ahead and just grabbed any little pointed brush from that Rose Gold collection as well. And I grabbed the same color 143 and I just put it in the inner corner of my eye to give that little pop of highlight. And lastly, I'm going to go ahead and go in with, since we have a little brown mauve collection going on now, I'm going to go in with this brown nude color by Morphe. It's called Peanut. I'm really loving this color. It's like my favorite nude from the Morphe collection, the liquid lipsticks that they have. So that should wrap up the full and final look on this smoky brown eye.